Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com with Leland, and it's time for another Utgard Infestation 40k narrative campaign.
We work so you can play.
MiniWarGaming's The Utgard Infestation!
This is mission 3A. If you have not yet watched Storytime Part 3, make sure you go and do so now. The link will be in the video description below, because that'll give the narrative, it'll recap what happened from last two, and it'll give us a story that continues and makes everything make sense. Because now what we have is the poor Sisters of Battle. This is as if they didn't have bad enough luck. Not that they haven't been winning the games, just so many of them are dying. Their poor shrine all of a sudden succumbs to a terrorist bombing. And thankfully the relic, which was preserved in some sort of containment field, was left undamaged. But now all of a sudden the planetary governor is sending forces to actually go and try to retrieve the relic. So as you had found out in the story time, he, as much as the Inquisitor didn't find any evidence against him, it is pretty clear now. And there will be, we'll see what happens with that in the story. So we are going to be playing an Altar of War mission. It's called Defend the Shrine. It's in the Adeptus Sororitas Codex, the digital codex. And I think we're just doing it almost exact, where the only modifications are to the army compositions and how they work. But other than that, we're playing the mission exactly the way it is. So let's take a look at the armies and the mission. And here we're all set up, ready to go. Of course, playing on a map provided by Frontline Gaming. So thank you guys over at frontlinegaming.org. And this is the objective. This is the containment field that has the relic that we talked about in the story time. So in this Defend the Shrine mission, basically the way it works is the Sisters divide their forces in half, as close to a half as they can. And the Sisters of Battle player gets to choose. They get first turn unless they seize the initiative. And they deploy within 12 inches of the relic. And then I deploy at least 24 inches away on my table half. So we basically have to choose table halves here. So I have this side, and that's considered his side. So that's where his reserves would come from, outflanking. All that stuff would be determined by. And then the Adeptus Sororitas gets first turn unless I seize. Now it's very straightforward. We have one objective or 3 victory points. We've got First Blood, Slay the Warlord, and Line Breaker. And the Warlord, of course, for his side will be Selene. And the Warlord for my side will be the Platoon Commander. That'll be in this Chimera. But what is unusual about this is my army composition, of course. So on my side, it's actually, I'm playing an Imperial Guard army with Tyranid allies. Now this is different than my Genestealer Cult Codex army, because these Imperial Guard are actually not under the influence of Genestealers, except for the Platoon Commander. And some of the, maybe like a handful of the guys inside. And so they don't count as Tyranids, and they treat Tyranids as come the Apocalypse allies, which means if there is a Tyranid within 6 inches of them at the beginning of their movement phase, they have to roll a die, and if they roll a 1, they can't do anything because they're afraid of it or they're worried about it. But the way that we're changing that for this little bit of Tyranids that we have, which is a Trigon Prime and 3 Raveners with Rending Claws and Death Spitters, is that Tyranids don't worry about the Imperial Guard, so they don't have to roll for it. Whereas normally if you have a Come the Apocalypse army, they would have to worry about it, because narratively it just doesn't make sense for them to be worried about the Imperial Guard. They're just popping in and trying to eat some Sisters of Battle, and maybe eat some Imperial Guard afterwards, who knows. And so the Imperial Guard, what do they have? Well, we have an infantry platoon inside of Chimeras. So we have the Platoon Command Squad. It'll have 2 Flamers and a Voxcaster. And they're in a Chimera with the multi-laser, heavy bolter, heavy stubber. And then we have 2 infantry squads. And one of them has a plasma gun and the other one has a Melta. And there's also part of this infantry platoon is 1 heavy weapon squad, which is over here. It's just 3 autocannons. And then we have 2 Leman Russes, both just the battle tanks. 1 with heavy bolter, 1 with last cannon. But other than that, they're not a squadron, they're individual. And then we have 4 Ogrins, so that's over here. And these are actually converted from the Ogres from Warhammer Fantasy. So there's 4 of those, and it can only fit 4 inside of a Chimera because they are very bulky, and a Chimera can only hold 12 models, so they count as 3 each. So there will be those 4. And then as I already showed you, the Trigon Prime and the Raveners are in reserve, Deep Strike reserve specifically. On the Sisters side, going for the narrative here, we've got a priest, and what is he armed with?
Melee weapon and plasma gun.
Okay, and we actually have some Crusaders here, so these are nicely, freshly painted for us right here. So this is actually something that we got in from one of the painters. And they have storm shields and a power sword, so they have 3+ invulns. They're only strength 3, but they are AP 3, which will be nice against, well, anything really. Although on my side, I guess I only really have 5-up saves. But still, they'll be good in close combat. And we've got a Seraphim squad with Alicia here from the last one. She's retreated back to the shrine just in time to see it bombed. And we have a Rhino full of a squad of Battle Sisters and 2 Exorcist tanks. And then in reserve, the other 750, we have Celine coming back. Oh, that's the one in the Rhino. So Celine with a squad of Celestians, and they've purchased an immolator, but obviously not going to be riding in that. And then we have a squad of Dominions, all with Meltas inside of an immolator. And then we've got our fighter back. This is the Avenger Strike Fighter.
Yep.
So it's got all the fun weapons that we saw last time. So they are just in reserve and just arriving on the side, or on their table edge as normal, to hopefully defend it. And it's just random game length. We're going to roll for night fighting, which we should have done before we deployed. So really quick, there is no night fighting. That makes it easier. And he gets the first turn unless I steal the initiative. Do I steal the initiative? Nope. The opposite. I lose first turn. There should totally be that. If you try to steal the initiative, if you roll a 1, you lose your first turn or something like that. Wouldn't that be awesome? Or you Snapfire?
That would make a hated rule already a little bit more hated.
Well, that would just make people not roll the stupid die and steal the initiative. This is one of the... Sisters of Battle. Turn 1. I did forget one rule. There's a couple of special rules for the shrine. All Sisters of Battle, all models from the Adeptus Sororitas Codex, which is everything except the fighter, as long as the shrine is still not desecrated, which we'll talk in a second, get +1 leadership, and also get to re-roll their Shield of Faith invulnerable save. If it is desecrated, which is done by me moving a scoring unit into scoring distance of it, and then just not do anything for the shooting phase, then they actually lose that bonus, and not only lose it, but they lose their Shield of Faith invulnerable save altogether, and they get -1 leadership. So Exorcist tanks getting ready to start shooting the Chimeras. See if they can pop some open before they get too close with their Meltas and Plasmas. Dangerous terrain check for the other one because it's going to where the rock is.
I do have Dozer Blades.
You do have Dozer Blades.
I do have Dozer Blades.
All right, reroll. Okay. Whew, you're good. Moving back. Thank goodness for the Dozer Blades.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
Rhino is going to go through dangerous terrain as well.
Dozer Blades.
Reroll. You're good. Yeah, the chance of failing it twice is like 1 out of 36, so... Although once you fail it once, it drops to a 1 in a 6 chance, so it kind of gets terrifying.
Not Melta range.
And they are going to disembark because we have 1 Melta in there, right?
1 Melta.
So it'll be in Melta range.
Jump into there.
Seraphim are going to jump forward. It is going to be dangerous.
Yep.
A lot of this is rubbles now, thanks to the bombing. These terrorists like their bombing. So dangerous terrain for Alicia. She's fine. Handflamer 1, fine, and 3 others. They're fine. The Crusaders are going to move to the objective. It totally makes sense that the priest and the Crusaders would stay back and hold on to it. Exorcist tank going to fire at the Chimera holding the infantry squad with the plasma. D6 shots. Whoa!
Oh.
6 shots hitting on 3s.
Oh.
Oh, 5 hits. A little better than last game.
Yep.
So 4 is the glance. Oh no. I think he's gone. So you gotta roll for those pens. If you roll 5s, it'll blow up. And it does. Oh, it does.
It does.
So all the guys inside will take strength 4 hits. So it explodes. 10 guys are put where it was, and they take strength 4 hits, which wounds them on 3s. That's a lot of wounds. So it's randomly allocated. Oh, I don't know how to do it. But whatever. 5-up saves. So 4 die. What we'll do is we'll roll 2 dice, and if either of them are 5+, I'll take the plasma gun. There we go. Plasma gun's dead. And then we'll take 3 other guys. And pinning check. Oh, they fail it, so they're pinned. Exorcist engine or tank against the other Chimera, D6 shots. 3. Can still kill it though.
Oh,
3 shots in on 3s. Only 2 hits, so you're going to need a penetrating hit to destroy it. 4 is to glance. Nothing. There we go. Melt a gun into the Lehman Russ, hitting on a 3.
I'm going to use my Active Faith to reroll 1s.
Okay, Active Faith, leadership 9. You're good. On a 3. Oh, good thing. Oh, no, it didn't matter.
Oh no! 3 of them in range.
And then the pistols at the autocannon heavy weapon squads.
They will
They're going to use their active faith at leadership 9 to
10
get...
because of the shrine.
Oh, the shrine gives them.
Yeah.
That's right, leadership 10. And that'll give them shred.
So we'll do the plasma pistol first because I want to stay in range with that one.
It's a miss. But then you got your 4 bolt pistols. Because 2 of them are in range. That's 4 hits. And you're wounding on 3s re-rolling. Didn't need it. Jeez.
Okay.
5 up cover because of the trees. And that's 2 completely dead. So, wow. Ouch.
Stock in
2 storm bolters from the Rhino onto the last autocannoner. Hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s. Nothing.
Okay. It's
The
unfortunate.
leadership test, he makes it. So that's it, because there's no assaulting, because they just disembarked from a Rhino. But man, killing 2 of those and destroying the Chimera and a bunch of the guys inside, that's a good start. Getting first blood for the Sisters of Battle as we go into Imperial Guard, I guess. My turn. My turn 1. Dangerous terrain test. It's fine. It's going to move forward and pivot and disembark. They're going to go through difficult terrain, 6 inches. They disembarked and ran into that terrain, or didn't run, difficult terrain into that terrain. And this Chimera is just going to move over here. And the Chimera full of Ogrins is going to move all the way up to here. Lehman Russ is going to move over to here and turn. And this Lehman Russ. Gonna pop smoke on this Chimera. This one's gonna pop smoke as well. This battle tank is gonna fire right here on top of that model. 1 inch.
That's actually better for you, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's...
Sorry, 2 inches, and it lands on top of this one instead. So we hit the tank and 8 of the squad. So 8 hits, wounding on 2s, 7 wounds. Now they have a 6-up invuln, and because the shrine is here, they have 6-up re-rollable. So this might be able to save a couple of them, or if you're lucky, a lot of them. So 2 saves so far, but there's still 5 more. Can you save any more of those?
Let's do that 5 more times. I need that melta gun.
Go for it. Oh,
Whoa.
only 3 die.
Cool.
Yeah, the Melta does die, but that was pretty good. And then I'll snap fire the heavy bolter. Oh, I gotta hit the Rhino as well. I'll do that in a second. Nothing. And then the explosion on the Rhino. It's ordnance, so I roll 2 dice, take the best one. So it is a penetrating hit,
Shield of Faith.
which becomes a crew shaken. But you can negate that on the 6+. Rerollable because it is from the Adeptus Sororitas. No, so you do lose a hull point and are shaken. Down to 2. Now the other one's going to fire into this squad, right here. So on top of that one, direct hit. So I hit all 5 of this squad, winning on 2s. And they have a 4-up cover save for being in that terrain. Oh! You want to try to look out, sir, all 4 of those to keep Alicia alive?
Yeah.
I get 4 4+. Nope. She's down.
She's just not
Ouch.
meant to be around.
No. And then one of them was hit, went on a 2, and they have a 6-up re-rollable. Re-roll. So 1 more dies, and it's closest to this one. So this sister right here. And then snap firing the last cannon into the remaining Seraphim. Hits! Oh! And wounds! Can you get a 4-up cover? Okay, that's good. Autocannon into the remaining Seraphim. 2 hits, wounding on 2s. 1 wound, 3 up armor though. Nope, and the Seraphim squad is destroyed. And then over here we've got a Melta-gun into the Exorcist tank, hitting on a 3, or hitting on a 4. And misses. So morale check at the end of the shooting phase.
Leadership 10 because
Yeah,
of the
leadership.
shrine.
Yes, the shrine gives them
They're
+1
good.
leadership. They're fine. So end of turn 1. Both sides take casualties. You fired your Exorcist or tanks and destroyed a Chimera, hurting a bunch of guys inside, who then got pinned, and killed a couple of my heavy weapons team. So there's only one of the autocannons left. And in retribution, both Lehman Russes fired point blank and killed a few of the Battle Sisters, whose faith mainly saved them, because so many of them should actually be dead. And the Seraphims were totally destroyed, along with Alicia. And now we're into Sisters of Battle, turn 2. So they got 3 reserves. What do you want to do first?
We'll do the Dominions
Dominions on a 3+? Nope. Oh no. A Selene on a 3+? Yes. And then the Fighter on a 3+.
No!
Oh, once again, it's going to wait. Immolator will drive on over here to try to use its heavy flamers for crowd control. And Selene and her squad are going to walk on right here. Exorcist tank is going to try to move. Does not get immobilized. It's trying to stay away from that Melta, I'm guessing.
That's the general idea.
Other one will move back slightly just to stay away from that Melta as well. The Battle Sisters will move forward. There is Melta bombs with the Sister Superior, so they have a chance to slap that onto a Lehman Russ and finish it off. Are you going to try to move the Rhino?
I am.
So dangerous terrain. You're good. It doesn't get immobilized, but it is shaken, so it's going to have to snap fire at Stormbolters.
So it's going to be moved.
So it's going to move over just to be a wall against a Chimera full of Ogrins. And the Crusaders will remain vigilant near the shrine. Stormbolter snap firing into the remaining heavy weapon squad guy, hitting on 6s. 1 hit, wounding on 3s. Nothing. Running Celine squad, 4 inches. She is anxious to get to her shrine and quite distraught that it's been bombed. So that is their objective here, and while she was gone, it was on her watch, kind of, that it was destroyed.
Maybe get the
Immolator will pop smoke.
Maybe.
Exorcist tank is going to fire into the squad, trying to wear it down. 5 shots. 5 shots hitting on 3s. So 3 hits, wounding on 2, strength 8 AP 1. Can you deal 3 wounds? Yep. And ruins though, so 4 up cover. And 2 die. And the other Exorcist tank is going to fire all the way over at the Chimera with the Ogrins inside. 6 shots.
Whew.
6 shots. 3s to hit. Whoa! Okay, 2s to glance. I will get a cover save because of smoke. So 4 pens. Up saves, and I stopped 2 of them, so that's 2 penetrating hits. Not open top, but it is AP 1, so any 5s will destroy it. And no, it's immobilized though. And the guys inside, leadership 7, they fail it, so they will be firing snapshots. It's down to 1 hull point. And declaring an assault here. How far are they going to go? No problem, 6 inches. Got a Melta bomb and 1. Actually, they can all do crack.
Yeah.
They're going to use preferred enemy for their act of faith, and they're good.
But
5 crack grenades, hitting on 3s, so 2 hits, and they're going to glance. Oh, preferred enemy, that was 3 1s, that's right. Whoa, geez, what a difference. And 4s to glance. Is rear armor, actually, no, is it rear armor 11 or 10? Let me check. No, these ones are 10, so 4s to glance. Oh, they destroyed it! Doesn't matter what that one does because it's just wrecked. Okay.
Whew.
And they did go first. The Melta bomb would have gone later, so we don't have to roll for that to see if it blows up on them. So it is wrecked. And that's the end of turn 2 for the Sisters of Battle. Killing a Lehman Russ and immobilizing this Chimera. That's pretty big. Only killed a couple of these guys, but really there's just the 1 Melta gun in there that can do something. So this flank is having a hard time for the Imperial Guard. Let's see what happens in turn 2. 2 reserves, Trigon Prime on a 3+, yes. And the Raveners, yes.
ruh-roh.
Trigon Prime will try to pop up right in the middle here. And he gets it. Ravener's a little more tricky because they can mishap. 8 inches. So they did not mishap, just barely. So we're going to have the Ogrins disembark. 6 inches. They can only snap fire this turn. Difficult terrain for these guys. Oh, only 2 inches. I was going to shuffle them forward a little bit, but the most important thing is I'm moving that Melta gun directly towards this one, so it'll be within 12 inches. And then the rest will just kind of provide this guy some cover. Ugh.
I mean, on front armor 11, it's not that hard to blow it up.
Yeah, we'll just see if we get lucky. This Chimera is going to turn, and this squad is going to embark on this Chimera. This Lehman Russ is going to pull back a little bit. This Chimera is going to move 12 inches over to here, avoiding the difficult terrain. Shooting phase, they're going to fire their, what are they called? Ripper guns into the side armor of this Rhino. They are snap firing because of last turn. And we got 2 hits. 6 is to glance, nothing. Now this will fire too, it'll be snap firing. Multi-laser, 1 hit, strength 6, so 5 to glance. Oh, that's a pen. So you got your Shield of Faith.
Yeah.
6 up. And re-roll because of the shrine. Nope, so it loses a hull point, and it's a penetrating hit, which immobilizes it. Heavy bolter, hitting on 6s, nothing. And then the stubber can't hurt it on the side armor. And this Chimera is going to move flat out. Like so. The Melta into the Immolator. He's within 12 inches, hitting on 3s. Oh, sorry, hitting on 4s. But that's a 1, so it doesn't matter. Lehman Russ, right here. I need a direct hit. 4 inches. That lands it right there, missing. Last cannon, snap firing, misses. Auto cannon into them. 2 shots that hit, and 2 wounds. 3 up armor. Oh! 2 go down. It's 2 less crack grenades against the next Lehman Russ, so that might help. Trigon Prime is going to do his 12 strength 5 shots into the Crusaders, who have 3 up invulns. Hitting on 4s. That's about half. Wounding on 2s. So 4 wounds. 3 up invulns. Oh, they're good. And then these 3 are firing. So 3 Death Spitters. That's 9 shots hitting on 4s. Ooh, 4 hits. Wounding on 2s though. 3 wounds. 3 up saves. 2 die. Alright, so 2 do go down. So end of shooting phase morale check on these guys. Leadership 10, they're fine. And the Ogrins can't assault because they just disembarked. So that is the end of... And these guys can't assault because they just arrived by a deep strike. But hopefully next turn they'll be able to do some damage. So that is the end of turn 2. So able to kill a couple of those and a couple of those and immobilize that. But over here everything is largely undamaged and there's more reserves. But the Trigon Prime and the Raveners in the middle there might be able to do a lot of damage if the Crusaders aren't able to take them down. The Crusaders do have power swords, so they are AP 3, and there is the priest there who can do his war hymns, so they might that can gain him smash, or he can let them all reroll wounds. So something there might help against the Trigon Prime or against the Raveners, as we will find out as we go. The Sisters of Battle, turn 3. So reserves. First, the Dominion squad. Yep, they're in. And the fighter. Oh, it actually came in. Turn 3. That's great. The Dominions have outflanked. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 or 6 will be your choice. So go ahead and roll. Okay, your choice. So the Immolator comes on. It's going to turn so it can disembark the 4 Meltas inside with the Dominion squad. I have a funny feeling that Chimera is not going to be surviving much longer. And the fighter, of course, is going to come after either the Trigon or the Raveners. We'll find out. Exorcist tank, dangerous terrain. It is fine. Don't think you're going to have to worry about that Melta very much longer. Other Exorcist tank will move back. And then Celine and her squad will move forward. So far, haven't seen action, but they just came on last turn, so there wasn't much on this side for them to go after. Crusaders going after the Raveners. Their AP 3 weapons, their power swords.
Good. I might actually end up doing that.
And then this squad is going to go tank hunting. See if they can take out another Lehman Russ. They already got 1. Can they get 2? That'd be kind of a good trophy to have. Hey, we just killed 2 Lehman Russes. What'd you guys do today? And the Immolator with twin-linked heavy flamer moving up to this squad. Poor Melta. Don't think he's going to be surviving much longer. Okay. Celine and their squad are going to run, just so that next turn they can get inside of there and defend the shrine. Exorcist tank firing at the front armor of this Chimera. D6 shots. 2. That's the lowest you've rolled so far this whole campaign for those.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's only 2 games for it. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits though, of course. And then 4s to glance. Nothing.
And you would have had cover as well.
Yeah, I would have had a 5 up cover.
Best.
Twin Link Flamer is going to cover 4.
Possibly the Sarge.
2s to wound. No rerolls required.
Okay.
So it'll be 1, 2, so the Melta's gone. And the next closest is the Sergeant, so look out, sir. Nope, he's dead. 4 Meltas into the back of the Chimera. If you don't kill it... Oh! You only got 1! And, 4... Yeah,
okay.
That's a pen. So it's AP 1, though. You might not destroy it. Plus 2 to your roll. Oh, yeah. Boom, baby. How far does it explode? 2 inches. So it just catches the 1 Melta, so wounds it on a 3. It's wounded, and a 3 up save. So the explosion did kill yourself. That's a 1 little thing for me. So there's 6 of them that were inside the Chimera, so they get hit with strength 4 hits as well. 3s to wound, 4 wounds. Type up armor. Oh, only 1 dies. I guess they should randomize it. So 1 will be the leader, 2 will be the Vox, and then everything else. Okay, just a regular guy. Pinning check on them. They're fine. But then they get a heavy flamer put on them.
Yeah.
Covering 3 guys, 2s to wound. Re-rolling because it's twin linked. So 3 die. So there goes the Vox.
That's right.
Snap firing the 2 storm bolters into the autocannon heavy weapon. Hits it twice anyways. 3s to wound. 2 wounds, 5 up saves. Oh,
okay.
Fine, jeez. Exorcist tank is going to fire at the Trigon. 6 shots, 4. 3s to hit. Oh, just 2. Wound, no strength 8 against toughness 6. That's AP 1, but he's in ruins and behind a wall, so 4 up save. Oh, 2 wounds. So he's down to 4. And then the fighter is going to target all its weapons on the Trigon. Avenger bolt cannon, 7 shots, hitting on 3s. Uh-oh. And these are strength 6 AP 3, so 4s to wound. Oh, nothing.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Lats cannons, hitting on 3s and wounding on 2s. Oh, just 1. 4 up cover. Saved.
All right. Snap
Multi-laser. Okay, only 1 hit, I guess. And 1 wound. He gets a 3 up save against this one. Oh, okay. He fails the multi-laser, of course. So he's down to 3. Snap fire in the other multi-laser because you've already fired 4 weapons. Nothing. Morale check right here. Leadership 8. They're fine. And here, leadership 7. Also fine.
Okay.
Assaulting right here. Should be able to get in no matter what. 6 inches is definitely in. So I've got 3 cracks and 1 melta. Crusaders are going to assault the Raveners, who will overwatch. 9 shots. Snap firing. Nothing. How far is your charge? 10 inches. Are definitely going to be in that one. He's going to use his war hymn to give the squad re-rolling wounds. And what's his leadership that he has to roll?
7.
Oh, leadership 7. Oh, he fails it. So the Raveners get to go first. So 4 attacks each from the Raveners, and they're hitting on 3s. They're going to wound on 3s with rending, although he has a 3 up invuln, so the rending doesn't matter. So 4 wounds. 3 up invulns. 1 dies. So then we have 5 Crusaders. So 10 attacks from the Crusaders, hitting on 4s.
Ew.
About 50-50.
Which always looks so bad.
Wounding on 5s. Oh, nothing. The priest, though. 3 attacks from the priest, hitting on 4s, and he's wounding on 5s. Nothing. Okay, so I guess you lose combat by 2. Are they? So we're actually going to back up a little bit because we forgot that these guys actually have Zealot, which essentially gives them Fearless and Hatred. It's not specifically those rules, but for all intents and purposes, they are that. So let's re-roll the 4 misses from the Crusaders. So you got 2 more hits, wounding on 5s. All right, still nothing. And then the priest missed on 2 of them.
Yeah.
So he's hitting on 4s. Okay, so it didn't matter. But they are going to be fearless. Well, they're not fearless. They just automatically pass morale checks. So they're stuck in that combat with the Raveners. And then 3 crack grenades hitting on 3s. Oh, he still got 2 of them. But they're only strength 6, so you need 4s to glance. Oh, I might survive this with this Lehman Rust, but we do have a Melta Bomb. 1 shot hitting on 3s. Oh no, it's Melta, so 2d6. You're going to need anything but a double 1. So that is a pen. And don't roll a 5+. AP1. AP1. Oh, you blew it up. I don't think you need to roll for how far it goes because everybody's within 1 inch of it. So it's gone. So hitting your own squad, wounding them on 3s. So 2 wounds, 3+ saves. They're fine. Wounding the heavy weapon just once. And he's got a 5 up armor. So he takes 1 wound. So he's down to 1 wound. There goes my Lehman Russes. And that is the end of Sisters of Battle turn 3. So the Crusaders getting tied up with the Raveners. Their zealotism stopping them from running away from that, even though they failed to do any damage. Both Lehman Russes now destroyed. These Chimeras are still, well, this one's okay. This one's still immobilized. And heavy losses to the Imperial Guard regiments over here as they are fighting the Sisters. But the Trigon is still alive with half of his wounds. So let's see what happens as we go into Imperial Guard / Tyranids, turn 3. Difficult terrain for these guys, 4 inches. Alright, and they're going to move this way. Try to get in rapid fire range of the Dominions. Difficult terrain for them, they're just going to move over just to grab cover. Difficult terrain for the Ogrins, 6 inches. So they're going to move up to here. Cruising speed for the Chimera. Not moving the autocannon. Trigon's going to move here to go after Celine's squad. Shooting phase, autocannon, point blank range, hitting on 4s. Oh, there's 1 hit, 2 hits, winning on 2s. Of course, gotta roll 1. 3 up save. You got it. Gonna flat out the Chimera. I'll turn it. Can't see me, so you can't charge me.
You know.
Ogrins are gonna fire into the rear arm of the Rhino, see if they can finish it off. So 12 shots hitting on 4s. And 5s to glance, just need 1. I got 2. And the pens don't matter because I'm not going to be able to blow it up. It's not open topped or anything. So it's just wrecked. Multi-laser is going to fire into this squad. 3 shots hitting on 4s. Nothing. 3 shots from last guns / last pistols into them. 1 hit. And nothing. 8 shots from them. 4s to hit. 5 hits. 4s to wound. Oh, come on. And now you're going to make your 3 up save, right? Oh, yay, I killed 1 Melta. Trigon's going to fire his 12 shots into that squad. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 2s. 3 wounds. 3 up armor. Kills what?
Closest, I think, would be...
Yeah, one of those 3. Morale check on the Dominions. I think it's going to be leadership 10 with the Shrine, right?
Yeah.
Assault phase, the Trigon's going to assault Celine's squad.
I get hatred.
Active phase to get hatred. You're good?
Yep.
Now some Overwatch. We'll start with the Heavy Flamer. D3 auto hits. Of course, 3. Winning on 5s, but no shred because you're not in Zone Mortalis.
Nothing.
Regular Flamer, D3 auto hits. Got 3. They wound on 6s. Nothing. Celine's Plasma Pistol on a 6. Gets hot. It misses. And then the Plasma Pistol on the Sergeant or the Sister Superior. Nothing. And Rapid Fire Bolsters. 12 shots hitting on 6s. 2 hits, and they're going to wound on 6s. Can you actually do any wounds with the Trigon? Nope. Now it's less than a 2-inch charge. It's going to be through difficult terrain, so I'm going to be initiative 1. But I move through cover, so I don't have to drop my charge range. War Hymn, trying to reroll failed saves this time. That's on the whole squad, right?
Yeah.
Well,
And no.
Although he is leadership 8, not 7, because of the Shrine. But last time
He doesn't have the Shield of Faith special rule.
that doesn't matter. It's all things from the Adeptus Sororitas Codex get +1 leadership.
Is that what I said?
Yeah, and then you get to re-roll Shield of Faith. So it's both of those.
Okay, I thought it said...
So 12 attacks on the Raveners. 12 attacks, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s. 5 wounds. 3 up invulns. 2 die this time, so slowly getting whittled down. Then pile in and attack back. 3 attacks on the Crusaders, hitting on 4s. 2 hits. No re-rolling this time because it's past the first round. Wounding on 5s. Hey, that's a wound. Okay. And it's AP 3, so no saves.
Attacks.
2 attacks from the Priest, hitting on 4s. Nothing. So you lose combat by 1, but you're a Zealot, so you automatically pass morale test. So we continue with this tar pit.
Okay.
So initiative 1 for the Trigon, so the sisters get to pile in their 3 inches. We're just going to say if they get up to the wall, they're in base contact with it. Actually, this one can get through, so that works even better. Yep. So 8 crack grenades to start.
With hatred.
With hatred. Hitting on 4s. Rerolling. Actually, their weapon skill's 4. Yeah, so they're hitting on 4s. And they have hatred because of her active faith. So 6 hits.
Okay.
Wounding on 4s. Strength 6. So 2 wounds. 4 though, so 3 up saves. Oh, I fail 1. I'm down to 2 wounds. Are you going to kill him before he gets a chance? Before I forget, Hammer of Wrath.
Oh, yes.
2s to wound. All right. And Celine Power Maul. Hitting on 4s with hatred, so re-rolling. So 3 hits so far. 4 hits. 5s to wound. 2 wounds. He's got 2 wounds left, but 3 up saves. No, nothing.
No credit for her yet.
And then the Sister Superior's Power Maul. 3 attacks hitting on 4s with re-rolls because of hatred from the Act of Faith. So nothing. We did forget a fear test at the beginning, so it might have prevented that 1 wound, but he's leadership 10, so it's not likely to have missed. So the Trigon is not going to attack.
Did you?
7 attacks, hitting on 3s. 5 hits. On 2s, no, well, you got your invulnerable saves. 5 wounds. To the Shrine, they get to re-roll their 6 up invulns, because they have the Shield of Faith, so 6 up. So 1 save so far. Can you save another 1 or 2 with the re-roll? Yes. Well, 1. So 3 die. So you lost combat by 2, but Celine is stubborn. So they have a leadership 10 roll to make. Leadership 10. Oh, just barely.
Good thing after the last.
And then they're going to pile in because I'm already in base contact with the Trigon. So they'll be right in there. And that is it for turn 3 altogether. So as much as the Imperial Guard are getting their butts kicked on the outside, on the inside, the Trigon Prime and the Raveners are starting to desecrate the shrine. As you can see, it was the plan of the Tyranids all along to send in the Imperial Guard as distractions while they burrowed up to try to destroy or grab or capture that relic. So the Raveners and the Trigon Prime are going to continue to cause problems because now they're stuck in combat with a stubborn unit that's not going to want to run until it's completely dead, and a Zealot unit, which is not going to run until it's completely dead, so that'll protect me from your shooting for at least another turn. But there's still a fighter and 4 tanks running around doing their damage. So let's see what happens as we go into Sisters of Battle, turn 4. Battle Sisters moving out. Oh, you can see the Chimera, can't you? Well, if you charge it, I do have 1 access point with a flamer inside of it. So, watch out. Not that you really need them, because you kind of got a fighter flying straight forward at it. Exorcist tank moving back. And this Exorcist tank moving forward. Oh yeah, heavy flamer. Look at that. They're like in a teardrop shape too. You're welcome. Jump back inside the immolator, which will then move and get ready to flame the other squad. Avenger into the Chimera. Avenger bolt cannon, 7 shots, hitting on 3s, thanks to strafing run. Is that 3 hits?
4 hits.
4 hits. And then 6s to glance, front armor. So 1 glance. So it's down to 2 hull points. 2 last cannons, 1 hits, and it needs a 1 to glance. That's a pen, it's AP2, so +1. 3, so shaken.
Okay.
Leadership 8 on the guys inside. They're fine, they're not snap firing. Multi-laser, hitting on 3s and glancing on 6s. A single 6 will finish it off. Nope. And the other multi-laser hitting on 6s. Oh, 2, and needing 6s to finish it off. Got it.
Go.
So this will be wrecked. Emergency disembarkation. So emergency disembark on this side. Pinning check, leadership 8. They are not pinned. I don't care what the other die is, that's a 1. So this squad into the autocannon. We got a heavy flamer who's obviously going to hit it, wounding it, and killing it. No saves. Immolator! 2 hits. You need to roll 2 2s. You got him. Boop. And the other one hits all 4, needing 2s to wound, re-rolling. Uh-oh. Are you not going to kill all 4? Oh, what survives? Yeah! Exorcist tank firing at the Ogrins. D6 shots. 2. Hit. 2s to wound. 5 up cover. 1 wound.
Okay.
So he's down to 2. Another Exorcist tank is going to fire it, try to finish off this Chimera. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. D6 shots, 4 shots. Hitting on 3s, 2 hits, just needing a single 2+ for it to be gone. So that's a pen. Let's see if you blow it up with the pen, because that might hurt somebody else. No. So just wrecked. Does he run? Leadership 7? No! He's insanely courageous! If only he had a crack grenade. So close combat. The Trigon and Selene are both initiative 4. So I'm going to do the Trigon first, because he can't kill Selene, because she's not the closest. And that way, if she kills him, we know what happens already with him. So he's got 6 attacks hitting on 3s. So 4 hits. 2s, 4 wounds. Up rerollable invulns. Ho! 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 Okay, alright, 1 died. So I don't really care which one.
Just to make it easy.
Yeah. 4 attacks from Selene, hitting on 4s. No hatred, though. 1 hit. Not going to kill him. 4s to wound, though. Nothing.
Oh, jeez.
And we've got, you got another power maul in there from that one right there. Sorry, it was 5s to wound me, not 4s before I got that wrong.
Even on weapon skill 5?
Well, no, you're hitting me on 4s.
Yeah.
I mean,
no,
wounding
5 to wound, yeah, 5 to wound, yeah.
So the other power maul has 3 attacks, right?
Yeah.
Hitting on 4s. So 2 hits, wounding on 5s. It's only strength 5.
Oh, what's going on?
Crack grenades. Hitting on 4s, 2 hits, wounding on 4s. Now these ones are strength 6 default. 1 wound. I make it, so you do lose. 10, you're good. And then this combat, 12 attacks from the Raveners. 12 attacks, hitting on 3s. Oh, 11 hits. Wounding on 3s. Oh, that's 8 hits.
Oh, I forgot to do my...
War him, reroll saves. Let's just do that quickly. Still failed. You just need to roll 8 or less. Why do you keep rolling 9s?
That's why I don't know why people love him so much.
Okay, now, what's his save? Because now we could actually kill every Crusader and get to him.
5 up.
Okay, so let's do these 3 at a time then, because you have 3 Crusaders. 3 Crusaders, they're fine. 3 more Crusaders. Well, they're fine. And the last 2. Okay, fine. I didn't want to kill them anyways. Like, really,
I'm glad we're on the same page.
It's not what I just wanted to stay in combat all game. Oh, jeez.
I'm really glad we're on the same page there.
Yeah, no kidding. Getting back on 4s. That's 3 hits. Oh, yeah, that was 3 hits. And they're wounding on 5s. I'm going to put it on a different one, because they're not swarmed, so I'm not forced to put it on the one that's wounded. Then the priest. Hitting on 4s, nothing. I lose combat, but I am fearless thanks to the synapse creature nearby. And that's it for Sisters of Battle turn 4. So I managed to eat another sister, but the Crusaders actually held their ground, which is a big deal, because if I'd managed to kill all 4 of them, then the Raveners could charge at something else.
Well, you could desecrate the shrine.
I could desecrate the shrine, which is not worth any victory points, but would make you lose your Shield of Faith, which would be huge for the Trigon, because he would just kill them rather than you rolling 3 out of 4 6 pluses. And it would really, it would really change the game. So the command squad's going to come around here. Keep the commander at the back. Difficult terrain for the Ogrins. 2. So they're not going to move too fast. Difficult terrain for this guy. 2 inches. All right, so he doesn't even make it to the difficult terrain. So shooting phase, a flamer. Hits all 4, winning on 3s. 3 wounds. 3 up armor. 1 dies. Hey! Was that the flamer that died?
No, I put the flamer back
Oh,
here.
the flamer's in the back there. Melta will fire, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 2. That's a wound. Reroll will invuln. Reroll. Okay, good. 1 more dies. And last guns and pistols. 5 shots in total. Commander will do separate because he hits on 3s. So 4s and 3. So 3 hits. 4s to wound. Nothing.
It's enough to force a check.
And morale check on... Oh, actually, well, we're not done our shooting phase.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's
we'll come
true.
back.
Okay.
Ogrins are going to run.
No.
Oh, come on. All right, well, he's just going to run back into that cover then. And move all the other ones forward. 3. Morale check at the end of the shooting phase. Leadership 10, they're fine. So close combat, we're going to remember the fear check on that. Let's do it right now. Right now, fear check. You're good. All right. So let's do this close combat first.
Oh, okay.
12 attacks, hitting on 3s. So 11 hits again. Or him, though. Can you actually make it this time?
Yes!
Hey, which one are you choosing?
Rerolling saves.
Oh, why would you need that? Last time you made like 8 out of 8 3+ saves. 3s to wound. See, I got less this time. So you'll be fine. You can only do 3 at a time, though, because it's the Crusaders. So 3 up saves, re-rolled. Oh, wow, 1 dies. Then you got 2 more at a time. 3 up. Oh, re-roll. Oh, they're dead. And then the priest has a 5 up re-roll. Fails.
His isn't. Oh wait, yeah, it is. It's something he can reroll because it's all saves.
Oh, hold on. Is it an invuln?
It's all.
Is it 5 up invuln?
That's going to make a difference. So let's.
Because I have AP 5. So 3 Crusaders are dead, and you're checking to see if he's a 5 up invuln.
Oh, if he has AP 5, no, he's dead.
Yeah, Raining Claws
yeah,
could be
oh,
AP
yeah.
5. Yay! Oh, but I killed you on your turn. Or on my turn. Which means you're going to be able to shoot at me.
Hey!
Oh, no. So consolidate, 1 inch. So I'm just going to use that 1 inch to move the guy that's wounded at 1 first, closest to your Exorcist tank, so that you'll be insta-killing the wounded ones.
Sounds legit.
Yeah. So this combat, we already did the fear test, they're fine. So Trigon, let's have him go first. He's the same time as Celine, but he won't be able to kill her, because there's... Well, I guess I could, but that's not likely. 3s to hit. Yeah, see, already, not going to get there. But 2s to wound. 4 wounds. Are you going to make 3 out of 4 of your 6 up invulns? None! But re-rolled. It doesn't matter until you fail the re-rolls. Okay, so 3 died. So 1, 2...
I'll just take the flamer at this point.
Yeah, you're not going to be using the flamer anymore. Celine hits back on 4s. 2 hits, wounding on 5s. 1 wound. 3 up armor. Oh! I'm down to 1 wound! Oh, this is close. 1 crack grenade. Hits, wounds on a 4. That's a wound. 3 up save. You all right? I have a tendency in these narrative campaigns for people that have heart failures. 3 up save. Oh! Trigon dies! But man, what cost?
Celine pushes the sister aside, takes the bomb. Mine.
It was mine. It was mine. My kill. Consolidate. 2 inches. The big deal here is that the Raveners no longer have synapse. and their leadership isn't that great, so you can make them run, or they could instinctive behavior, then have to feed, which means they might actually attack themselves. All sorts of bad stuff could happen there. So at end of turn 4, the Imperial Guard / Tyranids are kind of pushing through this area, albeit slowly, and the Raveners might get killed this turn really easily. We'll find out. We'll find out in a second. But the interesting thing is, this thing is worth 3 victory points. Now, without the victory points, the Sisters will win because they've got First Blood. They probably will get the Warlord kill, and they right now have Line Breaker, or could easily get it with another Immolator. And they've got lots of tanks, but these tanks are kind of far away from the objective. And the fighter is not going to be in any position to really fire at anything this turn. So it might actually be gone for the rest of the game if turn 5 is it. So this is interesting to see what happens as we go into turn 5, which might be the last turn, as it is random game length. So Sisters of Battle, turn 5. The fighter is going to fly off into ongoing reserves and take some trees with him.
He's gonna.
Immolator is going to go cruising speed up here.
Yeah, he wants.
Exorcist tank.
I need to do a difficult terrain because I need to get an angle to
hit the Ogrins. Well, you can hit the Ogrins pretty easily.
Actually, I was hoping to see the.
We're just going to move forward, not in dangerous terrain. Other Exorcist tank just gets in a good position to fire.
Still get the flamer in there.
Immolator's just going to move slightly and then torch that guy. And heavy flamer. Oh, my squad is in a teardrop shape. Celine's going to move up. Yeah, you lost your heavy flamer, which would be perfect for killing those Raveners. But for now, you're going to go run up and secure that shrine. So heavy flamer to him, 2 to kill him. Boom! Oh, surprise. Fly out this Immolator just to get a better position for next turn. Heavy flamer hits all 5. 2s to wound. Oh, my commander survives. He's the one at the back. But then we got a plasma pistol. That's a hit. 2 to wound. Going to ground. 6 up. Nope, he dies.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Warlord kill. Exorcist into the Raveners. No, not yet.
No, we're going to do them first because I want to whittle off some of the wounds.
Oh, okay, so they're going to fire first. Bolter, rapid firing. 1 hit, wounding on 4s. And 4 up cover. It's fine. Celine's, or the
Sister Superior first, I guess.
Sister Superior's plasma, hitting on a 3. And wounding on a 2. And 4 up cover. He's fine. Celine, hitting on a 2. And it's a wound. 4 up cover. Oh, there you got him. And then the Exorcist tank. D6 shots. 5. 3s to hit. Oh, 4 hits.
Okay.
2s to wound. Just don't roll too many 1s. 4 up cover. If I fail 2 of these, I failed 3.
Okay.
Insta-killed, insta-killed.
Well, I guess.
Exorcist tank into these Ogrins. 4 shots. 3s to hit. And 2s to wound.
So apparently the tanks are late game.
Yes. 5 up cover. So 2 saves, so he takes 2 wounds. He's down to 1. Down to 1.
Yeah.
And that's it for shooting. Yeah, that's all you got. And no morale checks because you wiped out the 2 guys. And so all I have left is this Ogrin squad. So can they do something? We will find out. Difficult terrain. 3 inches! Oh! They're going to move this way. Can't believe how slow these guys have been. 2-inch difficult, 1-inch run, and then a 3-inch difficult. That's really made them not that good. So I could fire at them, but I really need to get the objectives, so I need to run. 4 inches. And the most important part of this is it gets all 4 of them into the ruins.
Yeah. Gonna make it harder to shift them.
Yeah, so I'll have 4 up cover. If we go to turn 6. Yeah. So as it stands at the end of turn 5, I'm definitely losing because you've got the objective and First Blood and Warlord kill and Line Breaker. But if we go to turn 6 and somehow those Ogrins survive and get up there and kill you and take the objective, then it would be tie, which would be interesting.
No, because if they kill you, you also get Warlord.
That's right. So I would actually win.
Yep.
4-3. So let's see what happens. Are we going to go to turn 6? Plus, the game continues. Oh, it does! So I do have a slight chance.
Okay.
Sisters of Battle. Turn 6. And the Avenger Fighter comes back on. Does it finally get to be the hero it's meant to be? Not the hero that you want, but the hero that you need. The squad's moving up with the Heavy Flamer.
That should be able to get me 3 right there, I think.
Yeah, at least. And then the Exorcist moving up.
Still gonna get that.
Immolator might as well just go cruising speed and get closer in case we go to turn 7 somehow.
Yeah, why immobilize myself now?
Yeah, exactly. Ta-da! Same thing with the other one. Cruising speed. So shooting phase, we got a flamer. Hits 3 of them, wounding on 4s, no saves. 1 wound. Down to 2. Plasma pistol, hitting on a 3. Oh, it gets hot! 3+ save! Oh, that would have been awesome. Exorcist tank into them, D6 shots. Oh, just 1, hitting on a 3. And it misses.
I'm going to do them first because I want to keep them in range.
Oh, yeah, you want to keep them in range. So,
Bolter first.
Bolter, rapid firing. 2 hits, wounding on 5s. Nothing. Superior's plasma hits, wounds on a 2. Nope. And then Celine's plasma pistol
on a 2.
Hits and wounds on a 2. 4 up cover. Oh. Now the Exorcist tank, D6 shots. 5.
Yeah.
3s to hit. Oh. 2s to wound. Oh. 4 up saves. Hey! Now, can this fighter be the hero? The hero that we need. What are you firing first? The Avenger cannon.
Yeah.
It hits on 3s. Not bad, not bad.
It finally actually did a decent hit.
Wounds on 3s because it's strength 6. AP 3. Oh, 4 wounds. 4 up cover. Oh, 3 wounds. That kills the 2 in the front. And then the 2 multi-lasers. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. 2 more wounds. 4 up cover. Oh. Well, whatever. He's dead. One last cannon. No, not snap firing. The last cannon will snap fire.
Yeah.
Fired. So that's a
Sorry,
hit.
I said 1 and 1. But...
Oh, okay. So that's one to roll the other one. And he misses. So the one that hit, wounds, and saved. Morale check, leadership 8. I'm good.
Yep.
Overwatch.
Yep.
Hits on 6s. Nothing. Need a 5-inch charge, but going through difficult, so need to roll 7. You got it. All right. You seem brave. Engage Ogrin in close combat. He's actually only leadership 7, being the bonehead, but I rolled a 7, so he's okay. And she declares a challenge, and the bonehead accepts. Don't really have a choice. So you can do your attacks first. There's not a power maul or anything, is there? Oh, there is power maul.
I give everyone a power maul these days.
All right, do your power maul first then. Hitting on 4s, and you're going to wound on 3s. Oh, nothing. Boy. And then you got the other sister, who's got 2 attacks, hitting on 4s, wounding on 6s. Oh, fine. 5 up save. I'm good.
Okay.
So I hit back 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Whoa. Oh. Strength 5, so wounding on 2s. 3 wounds, 3 up saves. You're totally going to fail 2 of these. Oh, he failed 1. Now he kills you can't look out through that because you did a challenge. So you're down to leadership 8, but up to 9 because of the shrine, but down to 8 because you lost by 1. Fail it. Oh. So we got to go to turn. Oh, I guess I can kill you my turn, then it doesn't matter.
We'd have to go into turn 7.
We have to go into turn 7, yeah.
That was my whole plan there.
I'm not going to concede because you never know. So Imperial Guard turn 6. I would just go straight to the combat because this is all I've got. So you go first with your 1 attack, hitting on a 4, wounding on a 6, nothing, and I hit you 4 times, hitting on 3s. Oh.
Where was that last turn?
And 1 wound, 3 up save. Oh, you died, and I got to consolidate. Actually, I think I wanted you to stay alive. 6 inches, consolidate. Ah, here I come. So, if we don't go to turn 7, you win. Because even if I'm contesting that objective right now, it won't matter because you've got all the other stuff. So, do we go to turn 7? 4+, we continue? No! You know what? I'm calling narrative rights to continue the game. And if I win, we'll say I didn't. I want to see what happens to the Ogrin.
I'll agree to that.
Okay.
I want to see what happens to
I think you'll be fine. So your fighter can just fly off.
Yeah.
Dangerous for this Exorcist tank, so I can get into firing arc. He's fine. And he'll move up to here. Whoa, this thing is heavy.
Well, that's all pewter.
Wow,
on the top.
jeez.
And then these little pads right here, those are pewter as well.
Oh no, you can't see him. So you got to move cruising speed to be able to see him.
Snap shoot at him.
I think you'll be okay. Later I'll move up just in case we go to turn 8. Because that exists. Phase. Want to do this Exorcist first?
Yeah, we'll do this one.
D6 shots. 6. 3s to hit. Oh, only 4 hits. 2s to wound. 4 wounds. 4 up save. And that's all there is. That's what I get for saying, we're going to turn 7. The first tank just fires at him and he dies. Well, that is all. So Sisters of Battle win again, but you know what? They took some heavy casualties again. The Crusader squad and the Priest. Most of Celine's squad yet again. And what else? There was a squad of Battle Sisters that died. A Seraphim squad with Alicia that died. There was another battle squad. Yeah,
The Dominions lived.
the Dominions are still alive. They're inside one of the immolators. This one, I
One
think.
full squad, 5 Seraphim, and most of
Most of
the
Celine's
Celestials
squad.
I brought in, yeah.
And the Crusaders and the Priest.
Yeah.
So you need to make some rolls. Let's start with your Priest, because he's not an important character, but he's a character, so anything but a 6. So he's just minorly wounded.
Okay.
Major.
Alicia is automatically dead, because she got insta-killed and she was majorly wounded, so that's +6. Even with the -1 for the Sisters winning, the minimum roll you're going to get is 6, which kills her. So too bad for her. And there was another character, I thought. No, it was Alicia. No, Celine was another character. She's alive still. The Priest. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so.
So that's the end of Mission 3A. They managed to secure the relic, which means Celine will be able to carry that relic into battle, as you will find out all the details of that. So go ahead and click the link below to watch Mission 3B. Of course, it is in the Vault. If you're not a Vault member, you can still click it, get a free 7-day trial, and check it out. We, of course, appreciate any Vault members that allow us to make our videos by supporting us. And you get instant access to everything. So go ahead and check it out, and happy wargaming.